Hello and welcome everybody. Today is the day when we are going to start afresh from semester 2, the preparation for semester 2 for the ICC children. Your topic is Merchant of Venice Act 5 Scene 1. I haven't yet posted the Act 5 Scene 1 explanation in the channel. So today we are going to do that. The main part, the first portion, you have a lot of allusion and reference to this story and that story. We will first deal with that and then move to the next part of it. I have divided into two parts. First part we're going to do today, and just the next week, the next portion. And yes, if you have any doubts, do write to me in the comment section. You may have a few doubts over here because there is a reference to a lot of characters over here. So if you have doubts, don't forget to ask me the question in the comment section. All right. So without any delay, let's begin. The Merchant of Venice, William Shakespeare, the final act, which is Act 5, Scene 1. Let's begin. Act 5, Scene 1. Belmont, Avenue to Portia's house. Enter Lorenzo and Jessica. So these two characters we have already met. Jessica is the daughter of Shylock, and Lorenzo is her lover. Lorenzo, the moon shines bright in such a night as this, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, and they did make no noise. In such a night, Troilus methinks mounted the Trojan walls and sighed his soul towards the Grecian tents when Cressida lay that night. So this story is what is written in that orange box. Let's read the box and then come back to this. Troilus is the son of the king of Troy. You know the Trojan horse, the Troy story. So that place, he was the son of king of Troy. He loved Cressida, but she was handed over to the Greeks in exchange of prisoners. As she was handed over, at that time Troilus was very sad and they parted and they made a lot of promises. Cressida said, "I'm never going to leave you alone," but nothing as such happened. What happened was, as soon as she went into the Grecian tents, she fell deeply in love with Diomed, proving to be very much unfaithful. He was not at all faithful towards Troilus. Troilus kept on crying, and she already had fallen in love with Diomed. So he is talking about that particular night when such a thing happened, when an unfaithful lover just gave away the love of Troilus and went with somebody else. So Lorenzo says, "You see, the moon is shining brightly, and in such a night as this one, when the sweet wind did gently kiss the trees, when there was this very sweet and calm wind was blowing, soft wind was blowing through the trees, they did not make much noise. At that time, in such a night, Troilus' heart was broken. He was standing on the walls of Troy and he looked at the Grecian tents. You know, the Grecian tents were all around Troy. Okay, when Troy was attacked. So he was looking at those Grecian tents and he was sighing, he was weeping because of his loss of Cressida that night. Jessica. In such a night did Thisbe fearfully overtrip the dew, and saw the lion's shadow ere himself, and ran dismayed away. Now the next story, Jessica says that you see there is Thisbe, you know the story of Thisbe. For this we will move to the next box, which is the somewhat greyish box. Thisbe, a Babylonian maiden, she was a young girl, she fell in love with Pyramus. Okay, and Pyramus, what happened was their love story was denied by their family. Their family did not accept their love. So what they did was they ran away. They ran away, they came into a wood, and what happened, Thisbe saw a lion and she was the first one to come into the forest, and seeing the lion she was so afraid that she ran away. She ran away leaving her cloak behind, okay, the robe that she was wearing. When Pyramus came to the same position in the wood, he felt that perhaps the lion attacked his lover and has killed her. Okay, in grief, in extreme grief, what happened? Pyramus killed himself. He sacrificed himself, thinking that his lover is dead. When Thisbe returns and sees that Pyramus is dead, in grief she also kills herself. So this is not unfaithful love, this is true love. So this is what Jessica narrates about a true love. When Lorenzo is talking about unfaithful love, Jessica is talking about true love. Now again Lorenzo says, "In such a night stood Dido with a willow in her hand upon the wild sea banks and wafted her love to come again to Carthage." This is other story. Aeneas was a Trojan warrior, and what happened was that Rome was built or founded by Aeneas himself, and during his voyage, while he was traveling on ship, he reached Carthage, and there he fell in love with this lady Dido. Queen Dido. He deeply fell in love with Queen Dido, but it was just for a short while, and being very much unfaithful, he just left the place and went away. Okay, so now willow, the word willow is a symbol of deserted love. The willow trees, you will see the leaves of those trees are symbols of sadness, of grief. So when Dido was forsaken by Aeneas, when Aeneas went away, okay, again voyaged leaving Dido behind, Dido used to walk through that beach with the willow in her hand and cry in grief, in sadness for the loss of, of Aeneas. Jessica. In such a night, so again, Lorenzo talks about unfaithful love. Jessica. In such a night, Medea gathered the enchanted herbs that did renew old Aeson. Now, again, Jessica is talking about faithful lover Medea. Medea, what she did was, Jason, we have already read about Jason, he went for the golden fleece to win the magical golden hair of the ram. And while he was helped by Medea, his wife. Okay, Medea not just helped him to gather that golden fleece, but also helped her father or her father in law, which is Jason's father, to regain her youth, regain his youth. Okay, so that with the help of magical potions that she collected in the middle of the night, she helped her father-in-law to regain the youth. He was very young with the magical herbs. Okay, Lorenzo. In such a night did Jessica steal from the wealthy Jew, and with an unthrift love did run from Venice as far as Belmont. Unthrift love, careless devotion, or lover without money. So Lorenzo says in that but insane kind of a night when all these things happened, Dido's story, this story, and that story, in similar kind of a night, Jessica also ran away from his father's home with an unthrift lover, that is Lorenzo, who he says just a fun. It is just for an entertainment, nothing else. He says that I owe nothing, I have nothing, but you have run away with me from Venice as far as Belmont. Now we are here in Belmont. Jessica. In such a night did young Lorenzo swear he loved her well. So Jessica also says, so in such a night, you see, you had vowed, you had promised that you will love me very much. Stealing her soul with many vows of faith and never a true one. This is also just for fun they are saying. Jessica says, you said that you will love me a lot, but I don't see you love me that much. Lorenzo. In such a night did pretty Jessica, like a little shrew means like a very bad tempered woman, slander her love, that means harm her lover, and he forgave it her. So now Lorenzo says, in another such night, Jessica, my love, she broke my heart, she behaved badly with me, she harmed her lover, and that is why I was sad, and even then I forgave her. Jessica, I would outnight you did nobody come. So I could have gone on with this discussion about what happened in such nights. But because somebody is coming, I will stop here. But hark, I hear the footing of a man. I hear somebody is coming. Who is coming? Enter Stephano. Lorenzo. Who comes so fast in silence of the night? So who is the person who is coming here in the middle of the night? Stephano, a friend. Lorenzo, a friend? What friend? Your name, I pray you, friend. See, it is dark everywhere, no? So they're sitting outside. So they cannot see who is coming. So he mentions that I am a friend. So Lorenzo asks, who? Please name yourself, otherwise I don't know who you are. Stephano is my name, and I bring word my mistress will before the break of day be here at Belmont. So Stephano says that my mistress, that is Portia, will be here at Belmont before time. She before the break of the day, that means before morning. And she doth stray about by holy crosses, where she kneels and prays for happy wedlock hours. That means she is praying. She was praying in the monastery. She was kneeling and constantly praying for a very happy married life. Happy wedlock hours means happy married life. Lorenzo, who comes here? Who comes with her? That means who else will accompany our Portia? None but a holy hermit and her maid. So she is also accompanied by her maid, that is Nerissa. I pray you, is my master yet returned? So Stephano also asks if Bassanio has returned. Lorenzo, he is not, nor we have not heard from him. And but go we in, I pray thee, Jessica, and ceremoniously let us prepare some welcome for the mistress of our house. So let us go inside the house and let us prepare because the mistress of the house is returning. So that let us be ready and prepare for her. Enter Launcelot. Lancelot, sola, sola, wo, ha, ha, sola, sola. That means hello, who is here? Who calls? Sola, did you see Master Lorenzo? Master Lorenzo, sola, sola. So Lancelot says, have you seen Sola? Did you see Master Lancelot? So Lorenzo. So Lancelot is asking, have you seen Master Lorenzo? Imagine he's asking Lorenzo if Lorenzo has seen Lorenzo. Master Lorenzo, sola, sola. So he keeps on calling. Sola, sola means hello. He keeps on calling Lorenzo, although Lorenzo is sitting right in front of him. I hope till this much there is no doubts and everything is as clear, as crystal clear almost to all of you. Let's continue. Lorenzo, leave hollowing. Man, here. Stop shouting. Lancelot. Sola, where? Lorenzo, here. Lancelot. Tell him there's a post, that means there is a messenger come from my master with his horn full of good news. That means, see, Lancelot is the servant of Bassanio. So from Bassanio, Lancelot has come to inform something. What is it? Horn full of good news. That means a lot of good news have come. My master will be here ere morning. That means before morning, my master will also reach here. He informs this and goes away. Lorenzo, sweet soul, let's in. And there expect, that means wait for their coming. So Bassanio is also coming, and Portia and Nerissa are also coming. And yet, no matter, why should we go in? Then he suddenly says, why should we go in? There are the servants to work for, to prepare for. So we do not need to go inside. My dears, my friend Stephano, signify, I pray you, within the house your mistress is at hand, will arrive. That means your mistress will soon come. He just informs that your mistress is soon coming. So bring your music forth into the air. So prepare yourself, play some music so that when Portia comes, she would be happy. Exit Stephano with the plan of music. How sweet the moonlight sleeps upon this bank. So you see just the picture beside the moon. It is fully moonlit sky. There are stars, and here they sit just below the sky, the open sky, starry and moonlit sky. They are sitting. How here we will sit and let the sound of music creep in our ears. So when the music will be played under the moonlit night, it will sound all the more sweet. Soft stillness and the night become the touches of sweet harmony. So it seems that the night and the music, they are all in a harmonious whole. When that soft music is played in the middle of the night, it seems all the more beautiful. Said Jessica, look how the floor of heaven means the sky. It is full of inlaid with patterns, means it is full of stars. The sky is full of stars looking like bright gold. There is not the smallest orb, that means there is no such heavenly body which thou beholdest that you see, but in his motion like an angel sings. It seems that every star or planet is producing a musical note, and together all these notes are coming together, and it is a very beautiful harmonious whole. Okay, every heavenly body has a music of its own, and all this music together is also harmoniously blended, which is sounding very peaceful to the ears. This is the Elizabethan belief. I hope till this much there is no doubt. If you have no doubt, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Let's continue. Still querying to the young-eyed cherubims, that means all the angels who are singing the songs in the choir, it seems that the angels are singing, that is why it is so sweet. Such harmony is in immortal souls. But whilst this muddy vesture of decay doth grossly close it in, we cannot hear it. So enter musicians, come ho and wake Diana with a hymn. So this there is a Roman goddess of moon whose name is Diana. So what happened? There is another story behind. Diana fell in love. The moon goddess fell in love with Endymion, who is a human. Okay, and Endymion, and to meet Endymion, goddess Diana used to come down from heaven. Okay, to meet him in the middle of the night. So it seems that with sweetest touches, pierce your mistress ear and draw her home with music. So in the same way, just like once upon a time Endymion's music called Diana to earth, same way you play the music so sweetly that it happens to be very sweet to your mistress's ear. Your mistress, that is Portia, will also become very happy with that beautiful music. Play just like Endymion. Just the picture you see, Endymion is this person who used to beautifully play music, and that enchanted the moon goddess also. Okay, Jessica, I am never merry when I hear sweet music. So Jessica says, you see, I do not love to just sing and dance or run around and move my hands and feet when a music is played. I become very calm and quiet. Lorenzo, the reason is your spirits are attentive. Your spirits love to hear it. Your spirits are attentive to the rhythm, to the music. For do but not a wild and wanton herd or race of youthful and unhandled colts, fetching mad bounds, bellowing and neighing loud, which is the hot condition of their blood. That means you see there are a lot of animals who may be the unhandled colts. They will run here, jump here and there. The young horse, the young, the bulls and all the animals who are very young and who are very naughty and they will always jump here and there. Even if you, their blood is warm within, they are very young, their blood is warm, they keep jumping here and there, always wild. But if they but hear perchance a trumpet sound or any air of music touch their ears, you shall perceive them make a mutual stand, their savage eyes turn to a modest gaze by the sweet power of music. Even those wild creatures, they will also, whenever they hear a trumpet sound or any type of music touch their ears, they will become calm and quiet. You will see that the savage eyes, their wild eyes, will soon turn very calm and peaceful. Therefore, the poet Ovid did feign that Orpheus excuse me, drew trees, stones, and floods, since not so stockish, hard, and full of rage, but music for the time doth change his nature. So that is why Ovid, who is a poet, the poet Ovid, did feign. He said that Orpheus could, draw trees, stones, and floods, and with all the music that he cast, it seemed that he could give life to them, just like our dancing, isn't it? So there is nothing so stockish. That means there is nothing so stubborn and wild and hard and angry, which cannot be molded or which cannot be molded by the help of music. Everything can be molded with music. The man that hath no music in himself. That means a man who cannot be calmed down with music, nor is not moved with concord of sweet sounds. A man who cannot be molded or who cannot become peaceful with music is fit for treasons. That person is surely a man of treachery, plots, and destruction. He is not a good man. A man who cannot be controlled with music cannot be a good man. The motions of his spirit are dull as night. That means that person who cannot be molded with music, his spirit, his soul is dead as the dead night, and his affections dark as Erebus. Erebus is the home of the dead. So his heart is almost dead. He is very cruel. He is not a human being. He is almost fit for the home of the dead. Let no such man be trusted. So we should never trust a man who does not like music or rhythm. Mark the music. See, such a beautiful music is being played. Enter Portia and Nerissa. So now both of them enter. Portia, that light we see is burning in my hall. How far the little candle throws its beams. So it is a dark night, no? So far away that light could be seen by Portia and Nerissa. Portia says, you see, there is the light is in my room. That small candle is burning in my room. But you see, I can see it from so far away. So shines a good deed in a naughty world. So if you do something good in a bad world, it will always shine like that small candle light. Nerissa, when the moon shone, we did not see the candle. So Nerissa now says, when you have a bigger light, in comparison, if somebody has done a better deed, your deed is also good, but not as good as that one, then your will look dim, isn't it? If the moon is shining and if the candle is there, then the moon will seem brighter, isn't it? You will not be able to see the candle light so brightly, right? So it is always in comparison. Good deed is also in comparison to the other good deed. There can be better deeds also. So doth the greater glory dim the less, a substitute shines brightly as a king, unto the king be by, and then his state empties itself. So if there is a substitute for a king, maybe the king has gone somewhere, so there is a substitute. One is sitting as a king, he is not really a king. So till the time the king is not there, he is like a king. But as soon as the king returns, he does not have that power anymore, he becomes dimmer, just like the dim candle in the presence of the moon. As doth an inland brook into the main of water. So when there is the main, the sea or the river, the small streams will not look that much important. Okay, but when there is no water, that small stream will also become very significant to the people around, right? Music, hark. Nerissa, it is your music, madam, of the house. This is the music from your house. This is paid for you, I guess. Portia, nothing is good I see without respect. That means everything is good in relation to where and what time that thing is being done. That means, according to her, methinks it sounds much sweeter than by day. This music is played in the middle of the night. That is why it is so sweet and beautiful to the ears. Otherwise, if it is being played in the morning or in the afternoon, it might not be that sweet. Larissa, silence bestows that virtue on it, ma'am, because everywhere it is silent. That is why it is so sweet to the ears. Portia, the crow doth sing as sweetly as a lark. Lark is the skylark, another bird which is very sweet sounding. Okay. When neither is attended, and I think the nightingale, if she should sing by day, when every goose is cackling, would be thought no better a musician than the wren. So just like Nerissa had said, everything is in comparison. So and it depends on the place and time when it is done. So Portia says if the nightingale starts singing in the morning, then it would seem same as any wren or any cock that is screaming in the morning. It will become same as that. There will be no difference. Just because the nightingale with its sweet song music sings in the middle of the night, it sounds so sweet perhaps. How many things by season seasoned are to their right praise and true perfection? That means there are a lot of things which seem good because of the time in which it is done, because of the perfect time in which it is done. Be so, the moon sleeps with Endymion and would not be awake. So let us not talk much in the middle of the night because at night, moon goddess comes to meet Endymion, her lover, so we should not disturb them. Music ceases. Now the music stops, Lorenzo. That is the voice, or I am much deceived of Portia. So I think Portia is here. I can somehow hear Portia's voice. Portia. He knows me as the blind man knows the cuckoo by the bad voice. So Portia says, I think it is dark everywhere. So by the voice only, he has been able to know that I am here. Lorenzo, dear lady, welcome home. So she is welcome to her house. Portia, we have been praying for our husband's health. With speed, we hope the better for our words. So we hope that they are in good health. We were praying for their health and all that, and now we have returned. Are they returned? Have they come back? Lorenzo, madam, they are not yet, but there is come a messenger before to signify their coming. So we do not, they haven't yet come, but they are soon coming. Their messenger has come and informed that they are coming soon. Portia. Go in, Nerissa, give order to my servants that they take no note at all of our being absent hence. So what she instructs Nerissa is, go and tell my servants that my servants should not inform our husbands that we were not in the house. Okay, this is done for a reason. Nor you, Lorenzo, Jessica, nor you. So Lorenzo and Jessica, you two also remember you are not going to inform our husbands that we were not present when they were not present. A tucket sounds, that means a trumpet sounds. Lorenzo. Your husband is at hand. I hear his trumpet. So now the trumpet is being played. That means Bassanio is also coming. We are no telltales, madam. Fear you not. So Lorenzo assures them we are not going to tell Bassanio anything about you not being in the house when they were not present. We will not tell all these stories. Portia. This night, methinks, is but the daylight sick. It looks a little paler. So I think this night looks more like day because there is so much light in the sky. The night sky with the moon and stars. It will look very bright, just like the picture you see beside. So it seems as if it is a pale morning. Almost it has morning light, or such as the day is when the sun is hid. In the morning, it is compared to the morning when the sun is hidden, and you have the dull light in the morning. It is similar to that. Okay, so here we come to an end to our today's portion, that is Act 5 Scene 1 Part 1. Most important portion is already done here. All these characters that is mentioned in the beginning, that is very important. Questions can come, who this Troilus is, who this Dido is, and all that, and the unfaithful lovers, the faithful lovers, what did the faithful lovers do? Questions are very important. So I guess this portion is clear, and if you have doubts, don't forget to ask me in the comment section. Thank you so much. If you have liked the video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell button so that every time there is a new video, you get the update. Alright, that's it. Bye bye, everybody.